This post-match report is proudly brought to you by Complete Sports Management, more footy, less admin, and Stat Guru, when numbers matter.
I'm Richard from Complete Sports Management, and we're here at Baldwin Park where I'm with the Boroondara coach, Dean. The Boroondara Hawks have just got up by 100 points. Dean, what are your thoughts on the defensive efforts today?
Look, today was for both clubs was going to be challenging because of the time of year. A lot of kids are away on with the holidays, and there's a lot of disruption. So it's a funny time of year, and all the clubs face it. We were probably a little bit more fortunate than the opposition because I think we had more of our players available. So, to your question about defence, I think we just work from a coaching perspective really hard on team defence, so that everybody's working hard when the opposition's got the footy. So, and that's really important in terms of minimising the opposition scoring.
I thought Dave McCall was best on ground. What are your thoughts on what he brings to the game for your team?
Yeah, Dave's the key for us is that we've got a lot of kids that can run through the midfield, and Dave's one of those. And he's just quick and he's strong, got a good sized body, and for this competition, he just gives us strength around the footy, and he's got some explosive pace. So today we saw that, and he was a standout. I agree.
So at the start of the second quarter, you really came out of the blocks. What was your message at quarter time?
The first quarter we were kicking into the breeze. It's actually it was quite a windy day, so it was difficult for all the players, and probably our first quarter sort of set us up in a sense because minimised the opposition scoring with the wind. Second quarter was really just with the conditions. It was trying to keep it as simple as possible and not try and be too cute with the ball, which we did reasonably well. I think as the game went on, it got better for us. But it was really simply just be really predictable with the footy and optimise our scoring opportunities.
Yep. So that was your 6th win in a row now. What are your secrets to the trade?
Look, I think we've got a really determined group. Yeah, and this is a pretty good competition, so we know that every week we need to bring our best game. And despite the score today, I think that obviously the opposition's key players out really hurt them today. But we know the competition's good, so our secret's depth. Yep. We've got a lot of good kids that we bat pretty deep in terms of our talent. So that's the key thing for us is to keep them on the park.
Yep. All right. Thanks for that, Dean. Over to my partner, Richard.
Thanks, Richard. Richard here for CSM. I'm here with Dale and star player today, Sean Mortel. Sean's been battling hard all year. He's joined us for an interview. So firstly for Dale, really tough day today, tough loss. It was a big game. Unfortunately, came away on the wrong end of the result. What did you think of the game?
Probably sums up our year, really. We were pretty ordinary, I thought. They were good. They're good. They got really good depth and, they're quite a strong side. But I think we probably should do better than that against them. Probably, we've probably been undisciplined at times. Probably a lot of guys gave up. And, it's probably been the story of our year. But look, the good thing is I think the results felt okay for us today. So we're still in it and we're still, our best footy's good, but we just got to sort of probably be a little bit more consistent, actually. Yeah.
It is just the tough thing to do. You come away from home to this ground. It's an awkward sort of a ground, and when the wind's blowing like it was today, it's really hard to play football. What was your goals heading into the game as far as dealing with the wind, kicking for or against the wind? What was the game plan with that?
I suppose we kicked with it first quarter. It was probably a reasonably even game, the first 3 quarters, as in stats-wise, and it's just a lot more efficient. We had, over 20-something inside 50s and scored two goals or whatever we did, and we just weren't very efficient. I don't think our forwards moved up at the ball carrying up, and we probably didn't put enough forward pressure on. And I just think that, that's what happens. You can lose by 100 points, and if the little things you don't do the little things well. So moving forward, I think we just put behind this pretty quick and we're back at home next week. We just got to put in a better effort, really.
Cheers, Dale. Sean, you've been working hard all year on the back flank. Are you enjoying your footy this year?
Yeah, it's been great. It's kind of been the first time I've been in Division 1, so it's been a great challenge, sort of learn each week and get used to it, but it's been a really enjoyable experience.
Yep, and Dale was moving the magnets around a little bit today, trying to find something going on, and you moved forward for the first time all year. Did you enjoy that challenge?
Yeah, that's pretty rare for me. Can't say I've been forward a bit. It was good to try something new, but I think we had to throw it around a bit today, so it was tough conditions, few injuries, and especially when we already had a couple out to start with, I think we just had to try and mix it up.
Well, cheers, Sean. Good luck for the rest of the season. And Dale, just moving on, you got Ivanhoe next week and then 2 tough games again. So how do you try to build momentum from here into the finals?
Look, I'm not worried about finals. We're worried about we spoke about getting to training this week, getting rid of that game quick because it's too late in the year to brood on bad losses. So we're going to look forward to Ivanhoe. And that'll be a good game. They've had a good win today by the sounds of it. So, and they're going to be pretty keen to come and, probably push us out of the 4 actually. So I'm really looking forward to it next week, yeah.
Well, cheers, guys. Just wrapping up here, it was a big win for the Boroondara Hawks over Banyule, and we'll see you next week.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.